Hi guys, and welcome to Memory Corner, where I take a look at some of the games I played when I first started reviewing, only now I've added a bit of commentary. Today we will be reviewing The Slater. Released in 2018, it is the story of revenge over your father's murder, and is a first-person stealth action game. Ben Slater is a cop who is shot dead on his driveway after getting too close to the truth. Police suspect it is drug dealers peddling a new designer drug called D-Pain. His son Mark is determined to find and eliminate everyone associated with the drug and avenge his father's death. There are 6 levels to the game, and completing the game with all the achievements will take you around 9 hours or less. At the start of each mission you are presented with a briefing. This gives you a brief explanation of the mission, which targets you need to eliminate, and what tasks you need to complete. You begin the mission with a pair of gloves and a pistol. You don't obtain any other weapons in the game, apart from one mission where you obtain a specialised piece of equipment. On your game screen you will see a mini-map which shows your location, your target's location, civilian and guard locations, and sometimes it will point out items of interest. You get a different map for each floor or building, and this shows the target's movement around the area. Sometimes you will need to watch the movement of your target to see where and when he is alone. You can only kill a target when they are alone. Any witnesses to a murder will instantly raise the alarm, and your game will be over and you will have to restart the level. Levels can be quite long, especially the last level, which took me 90 minutes. There is also no save option within the current level, so one mistake ends your game. This really ramps up the tension levels and means you become uber cautious. If you do have to restart the level, however, you will learn the location of items and movements of targets, so it becomes quicker on the next playthrough. The levels are always the same. On most occasions you will need to wait for your target to lose their security entourage before you can kill them. This is usually when they enter the hotel room or office. The guards will be outside the room, so you need to find an alternative route. Climbing on rooftops, balconies or through air vents are the usual ways to gain access and eliminate your target without anyone raising the alarm. Once you have killed your target or anyone else, you will need to hide the body. If anyone locates a dead body, the alarm is raised. Luckily there are plenty of different places you can hide a body, including lockers, chests and wardrobes. Carrying a dead body really slows you down, so sometimes you will need to plan where you are going to hide it. Carrying a dead body any distance is really nail-biting, as you go so slow you are worried someone is going to catch you in the act. Targets and items will invariably be in secure areas of the building where only certain people can enter. Sometimes areas are restricted to staff or guards, and other areas require keycards or VIP passes. On certain levels you will need to disarm surveillance cameras and metal detectors. To access these areas you will need to find the correct entry card or wear the correct uniform. Passes are either located on civilians, staff or guards, or sometimes left on tables or in lockers. You will need to choke people to obtain the passes or to wear their uniform and then hide their body. Once you have the pass or uniform you need, you will be able to enter the restricted areas. To disarm cameras you can discreetly shoot them or find a computer terminal which deactivates them. Metal detectors will need to be deactivated by computer terminals also. Quite often you will need to use the map to watch guards' movements to see if they are approaching. You can distract a guard to make him divert from his usual pattern of sabotaging pieces of equipment that he has then to go and fix. Once he is alone you can strangle him and take his uniform and pass. You will not be able to approach any level with all guns blazing. This is purely a stealth game. If anyone sees you shoot anyone else, the game ends instantly. For example, if there are only 2 people in the room, you won't be able to quickly fire 2 bullets. As soon as you kill the first person, the game will end, because the second person saw you shoot the first person. The description says there are some puzzle elements to the game. You would have to disagree with this. The only things I can remotely say were puzzle oriented are finding pieces of paper with codes on, which you entered on keypads or safes, finding alternative routes to enter rooms, and distracting guards by sabotaging equipment. They're not really puzzles though. The levels were nicely designed and some of the alternative routes and objects were cleverly hidden. The difficulty level is perfect, and the inclusion of a save point would make the game too easy. You will learn from any mistakes you make, and if you are careful you will succeed eventually. There is no native controller support for this game at all. I used a piece of software that emulated the controller, and I was successful in mapping all keys to my Xbox 360 gamepad. I completed the game using my controller without any issues. This is a major minus in my opinion, however. The voice acting is very good, although the main character does sound too much like Batman. In-game sound effects are also excellent. The graphics are quite good. They really feel like they belong in a AAA game. The only drawback is that a lot of people have the same faces, which is a shame. There is so much detail wherever you look, however, and I was really impressed. Overall, I really enjoyed this game. If you like the Hitman type genre, then I would recommend this one. There's a lot of stealth involved and not much shooting action. It's a tad short at around about 5 to 9 hours, but it is a tense ride with wonderful visuals and it requires a methodical approach to complete. Okay, that's all for my special section on memory lane games. My next review will be for Horizon Chase Turbo, a high-octane, fast-paced arcade racer with colourful visuals, pumping soundtrack and hours of content to enjoy. If you're interested in that one, please click the notification bell, and if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. Thanks, and see you soon.